You know, there was nothing surprising about the aftermath of the live eviction show. It was just as expected. Yep. I mean, anybody that went through such a firing squad with Ebuka during the live eviction show would somehow experience some shrinkage in their audacity, in their confidence. And that was exactly what happened to Kassia. You could tell from her body language, from her looks, you know, she was sort of shaken. You could tell that she lost her confidence. You could tell that she started doubting herself. You could tell that she was experiencing a major level of shrinkage. You know when you pick up a piece of paper, yeah? You know when you pick up a piece of paper and you just... That was exactly what Kassia was experiencing last night after the live eviction show. And it was so sad to watch. Oh my God. And you know, whilst she was experiencing that, fidgeting, seeking validation from her husband, Kelly Ray, as a matter of fact, even doubting if she really even had that conversation with Onyeka, which she did, by the way. There's evidence to that, ladies and gentlemen, because I had to go check my archives. There's evidence to that. So whilst she was experiencing that shrinkage, Onyeka was undergoing a major inflation in our audacity to tell more lies, which, as we all know by now, was the agenda of production. I mean, guys, we can boldly say that that was production's agenda, because they did not hide it during the live eviction show. Because tell me what stopped Ebuka from equally questioning Onyeka. Because as I said on my previous video, they made it look like Kassia was the villain. Oh, and let's not forget all the vile words that Onyeka was using to insult Kassia last night. All the labels, oh, that evil person, this and that, this and that. Let's not forget that, oh, Friday night when they had that heated altercation, she actually called Kassia short. So imagine Kassia had equally body shamed Onyeka. We'll be having a different conversation today. So ladies and gentlemen, the aftermath of the live eviction show was quite sad. I'm going to explain more about this whole Kassia and Onyeka's dynamics, yeah? But aside this, there was also Chinne and Mary. Guys, I took my time to study these two people last night, and I came up with a theory, which I'll possibly share on another video. There was also the conversation between the Nelita and the AC's pair. You see those people? Oh my goodness. I smelt another level of cowardice with them last night. And on my next video that I'm going to be putting up, I'm going to be talking about these two situationships. Yes, Chinne and Mary situation and the ACs and the later pairs situation. I'm going to be spilling all of that juicy tea on this video, and of course this video would not be complete without your input. So ladies and gentlemen, I urge you all to please go ahead and share your thoughts in the comment section below. All right, and you're welcome to my channel. My name is Gloria Elijah. This is Frankly Speaking with Gloria Elijah, and I am the girl with the tea. Guys, please do not forget to give this video a thumbs up if you're enjoying my content so far. All right, and if you're yet to subscribe, please just go ahead and do that. All right, hit the red subscribe button to become a part of this community, and don't forget to turn on your post notification bell to always receive alerts of my videos whenever I upload a new one. All right, now without further ado, let's just dive right into the rest of this analysis. So stemming off her interaction with Ebuka, Kassia was thrown into a state of confusion, a state of self-doubt. She lost her confidence. You see that Kassia on Saturday night after the party that was, you know, quite tipsy, free-spirited, and obviously basking in the euphoria of having found her voice in the house and having standing up for herself, you know, in the face of Onyeka's bullish tendencies. That Kassia was no longer existing. at that point in time. She looked confused because she started doubting, if really she was making things up or if the conversations even happened at all. And ladies and gentlemen, the conversations actually did happen, all right? So she was having conversations with her husband, Kelly Ray, and she was contemplating going to meet Onyeka, to talk to Onyeka. And Kelly Ray was asking her, I don't understand, why would you want to do that? What's the point of having a conversation? You said what you said. Were you lying? Did the conversation not happen? Are you not allowed to have an opinion? You had a conversation with this girl. She told you certain things and you deduced, what you thought about from that conversation. So it wasn't like you made it out of thin air, or did you lie? So Kelly Ray wanted her to be sure of herself, and he was encouraging her not to bother even having any conversations with Onyeka because it wasn't really necessary. She had an opinion, which was a right to do so. So what's the point? But the way Ebuka drilled Kassia during the live eviction show, ladies and gentlemen, anybody would have been pretty shaken by that experience. And let's not forget, Ebuka is a lawyer. Yep, he's a lawyer. So what Ebuka did during that interaction was more like him, drilling a witness like a witness standing in the witness box in a court of law. So it was just like Ebuka did some few minutes of practice of his profession, on Kassia, and it really got to that girl. So I thought Kassia was going to take Kelly Ray's advice, but sadly, the self-doubt was already planted in her head. And so she was still, confused about her own opinion, about even the whole conversation in its entirety. And so she had further had a conversation with Ndi, and Ndi, who already had gone to have a conversation with Onyeka was heavily riding on, this victim card. Oh, I have been vindicated. Oh, this one, Victoria had it for me. Kassia had it for me. And then she was talking about, she doesn't even know what Kassia's plans for her is in the house. That, Kassia is so evil. She was calling Kassia all sorts of unprintable names, which was very annoying to watch, because ladies and gentlemen, anybody that had listened to Onyeka at that point in time, if you haven't been following the show this season, automatically you would have felt like, oh my God, who is ganging up against this poor little innocent girl? So Onyeka was heavily riding on that, oh my God, Ebuka has vindicated me, Ebuka has vindicated me. And so Ndi too, that one swayed towards Onyeka's side, and Onyeka was heavily explaining herself. Now, Kassia then had a conversation with Ndi, and Ndi had advised her to go talk to Onyeka, that, Onyeka is not feeling happy, her sister has been evicted, she's sad, and she's upstairs, you should go and talk to her. And immediately, disregarding the advice of one who is not just a husband, but one who is also kind of objective in the whole situation, she had gone upstairs to go talk to Onyeka. Onyeka was lying on one of the, the sofas in the dressing area, and when she had gotten there, I think she actually apologized to Onyeka and said, she would like for them to have a conversation about it. And oh my goodness, ladies and gentlemen, at that moment, you could see the shift in power. In fact, the shift in power even started from during the live eviction show. But at that moment, you could see the shift of power. You could see how Kassia unconsciously transferred her power, her audacity to Onyeka. Because what did Onyeka do? Onyeka said, no problem, that she needs some peace and quiet. Like, she wasn't ready to talk about it in details, that she just needs peace and quiet, which is quite understandable, right? Because her sister just got evicted. Ozzy is not, in talking terms with her. She was probably expecting that, after her sister's eviction, Ozzy will come and hug her and, switch sides automatically. But that did not happen, because for Ozzy, he wasn't really interested in playing into her cheap blackmail. So the way she dismissed Kassia at that moment, you could sense, like, guys, oh my God, Kassia had no choice but to leave. Yep, she took her leave. And guys, watching her walk away, oh my goodness, I was just seeing someone that had completely lost her game. Like, she looked scared. Oh my goodness. And then she had walked downstairs, went to the dining area where most of the housemates were gathered and, you know, giving toast to evicted housemates. And she went to report to Ndi that, oh, I tried to talk to her. My God. Guys, watching that exchange was quite excruciating. And I'm going to be frank with all of you. I was very deeply disappointed in Kassia because I thought Kassia knew better. I was really disappointed in Kassia. Guys, I almost wept for this girl because I'm like, girl, you just gave away your power. Ebuka took your power from you. But what was left of it, the little ego you had left, you just went to sell it all out. And also considering the fact that there's a friend, Victoria, in the picture. She did not have that conversation with Victoria first before going to speak with Onyeka. At least let Victoria know, because in that whole situation, Victoria would not have even been involved if he did not call her for clarifications. So when you know that, okay, fine, you want to go and talk to Onyeka, at least call Victoria first and let her know that, okay, I'm having doubts, I'm confused, I want to go talk to this girl. So my apologies in advance if it rubs off on you the wrong way, but let me just go talk to this girl. I was expecting Kassia to at least have done that, but she did not. She had first gone to Onyeka, that one had, you know, embarrassed her, and then she had walked downstairs, and then it was afterwards she now went to have that conversation with Victoria. And trust Victoria to keep her cool. Victoria was like, she's fine, she's cool, she doesn't have any qualms with it. And she, out of, like, guys, you could see the guilt eating Kassia. And then she was holding Victoria's hand and saying, oh, are you cool? I have a feeling you're not cool, you know, because of what I told you. And Victoria was like, well, I'm cool, I'm good, no qualms about it. But ladies and gentlemen, nah, guys, for real, that whole thing was just really sad to watch. I was still livid, very livid. And just as I tweeted, I'll say this once again, that production's agenda has been achieved. Watching that whole episode play out last night totally reminded me of the whole Liema situation and production during Big Brother and Zamdi season 4 that happened earlier this year. For those of you that followed my analysis and even watched the show for yourself, you would tell that there's no difference in this. You know, the whole production picking their favorite and then pushing that person, promoting that person, protecting that person from castigations from the housemates, you know. I mean, guys, it was just so disgusting to watch, to be honest. But the one thing that was more glaring than anything else during and after the live eviction show was the fact that Ebuka just aggressively snatched Kassia's power and transferred it to Onyeka. Kassia earned her power over the weekend. Kassia stepped into her audacity over the weekend. And it seemed like they did not like it. So what did they do? They came with the fire questions, you know, came with their skewed narrative, twisted the whole thing around, made it look like us, the viewers, are watching the back of our televisions. And now, Kassia has gone back, like she has completely shrunken back to that quiet, scared woman in that house. Ladies and gentlemen, I won't be surprised if when they have their diary session this week, Big Brother continues his usual hype of Onyeka and their games. And I'm going to remind everybody that the Double K pair weren't the only people that announced their strategy on the stage on the day of the launch show. Yes, they mentioned their strategy, but Onyeka and her sister, they also announced their strategy. And what was their strategy? They were going to be in everybody's business. They were going to be like water flowing from here to there. If anybody cries, they will cry 10 times harder, which they had been doing from day one in the house. So ladies and gentlemen, the bias is very obvious. The favoritism is very glaring. And I want production to know that we're not sleeping, we're not blind. We see and hear everything that they are doing, just as Big Brother sees and hears everything that happens inside the house. Ladies and gentlemen, I rest my case on this matter for now, all right? Because of course, I would love to hear your thoughts in the comment section below. So please go ahead and share. And I'll see you all on my next video shortly, all right? Thanks for watching and have an amazing day. Bye.